It's the private versus public showcase here at Mount Miguel High School. Welcome courtside, everybody. Jonathan Rifkind on the call with you. It's our Prep Insider CIF San Diego section girls basketball games of the day. The front end of a doubleheader in the early section here. The first game of our doubleheader on a Saturday matinee. Bonita Vista taking on Etiwanda, a southern section and a San Diego section. Powerhouse clash here at Mount Miguel in the public versus private school showcase. And then in game number 2, we have Troy High School from Anaheim taking on Cathedral Catholic from here in San Diego. Of course, the opening game, Etiwanda 6-0 in the baseline league out of the southern section and a perennial powerhouse, taking on Bonita Vista. 13-1, 4-0 in the Metro League here in San Diego section. Of course, that lone loss that Bonita Vista suffered this past season was to the #1 team in the nation in La Jolla Country Day. As they announce the starting lineups, we want to remind you that each and every broadcast is brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Mission Fed Credit Union is proud to partner with the CIF San Diego section, and they're also San Diego's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities through supporting and helping hundreds of local non-profit organizations. Well, both these teams clashing here in what is the middle of the day for the public versus private school, but just one of the 2 games we will be covering. But a fun day of hoops here. La Jolla Country Day kicked it off beating Christian. And just now we saw Paloma Valley in a barn burner, but losing to Modern Day Catholic. And now we are ready to go. Both teams coming out. Etiwanda 2019, of course. Last season was cut short. 27-6 last season. 10-0. They haven't lost the baseline league. We're going to get to that in quite some time. They're in their blacks with yellow numbers and letters on the front in black. White home uniforms for the Barons of Bonita Vista. Tip is up. And I'll give you the starters as we got a late start here for Etiwanda. Kennedy Smith was in the middle. In the backcourt, Talia Gardner, excuse me. And Aaliyah Robinson with it. Ball is still staying on the perimeter. They also have Jessica Peterson out there. And the final Etiwanda Eagle is Destiny Agubada. Ball stayed on the perimeter, but it turned into a turnover as Etiwanda on the initial possession here hands it off to Bonita Vista. So both these teams at the pinnacle of high school girls basketball, not only in the state of California, but in the nation, as Bonita Vista in possession now. It's Julia Cosalon in possession. She's leading the team in three-point shooting. Hands it off to Malia Wilson. Wilson taking hard to the rack. Falls, no call. It's a turnover. She's joined by Kylene Buchanan-Lamb and Madison Cannon. The 5 on the floor for the Barons and head coach Tristan Lamb. The Barons, of course, have been an open division team in San Diego for quite some time. Ball in the corner for Etiwanda. No score here a minute into the game. Etiwanda in possession in the corner. Gardner loses it. Is able to get it back, dumps it down low, and an and one for Majesty Cade. First points of the game here come a minute and 3 seconds into the ball game, courtesy of Majesty Cade, the 5'9" sophomore. Julia Cosalon on the foul. Of course, Cosalon second on the team in scoring for Bonita Vista, and immediately Etiwanda wants to talk. Stan Delis, head coach, wants to draw up a play. So I mentioned in the onset here, folks, as we have a timeout, that Etiwanda hasn't lost a baseline league game for quite some time. Listen to this. Of course, the baseline league up in San Bernardino. Etiwanda has won every league game since January 7th, 2011. It has been 99 straight league games for Etiwanda. 100 league games ago, they lost. Since then, they've been straight 99. They've won the baseline league since 2000, the last 20 seasons. This has been a powerhouse in the southern section. They have not been able to eclipse the state championship, though. Their last SoCal regional championship appearance came in 2014, but they lost to the other southern section powerhouse, Long Beach Poly. All right, ball in 3-0 Etiwanda up here, 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. Bonita Vista in possession up top with it. Selena Peterson swings it right wing. A nice little dribble drive fake, but then the dump down goes off the fingertips of Cannon on the left block, and she turns it over. So after a really nice move by Kylene Buchanan Lamb, who's averaging just over 7 points per game and 4 assists. Unfortunately, couldn't close. Full court press now for the Barons. Etiwanda hastily tries to get it up, but it goes through the fingertips of Talia Gardner out of play, and another turnover here for the Eagles, their second, but they lead 3-0 a minute and a half here into opening action. Buchanan Lamb with it. Picked up by Gardner, dumps it into the corner, step back corner, pocket three by Wilson is short. Rebound falls to Talia Gardner. 5'9" junior guard, calling the shots here, dumps it up to Peterson, and then Peterson carries with it. Actually, she goes over the timeline and back, so a backcourt violation, 3 earlier turnovers for Etiwanda here, but no points for Bonita Vista. They have not been able to capitalize in the opening 2 minutes of this ball game. Left to wing, Kosalin leads the team in three-point shooting, has 80 threes this season attempted. Tries one there from 28 feet, can't hit. Offensive rebound falls to Cannon. Her putback attempt is errant. Rebound falls to Etiwanda and Jessica Peterson. Now up top, Agubado with it. Peterson has it taken away, though. Peterson, that's Selena Peterson, goes flying, and she'll head to the line shooting two. So I should make myself clear. This is Jessica Peterson, the senior 6'3" center on Etiwanda, and there is Selena Peterson, the 5'8" senior point guard for Bonita Vista. So I'll do a better job clarifying which Peterson is in possession for which team as the afternoon moves along here. But nonetheless, at the line here for Bonita Vista, Selena Peterson averaging 12.8 points per game, second on the team, hits the first. 3-1 score here. Bonita Vista trails by 2, 5:43 to go opening quarter. Along with those 13 points per game for Selena, 5.1 rebounds, which is second on the team, and 2.8 steals, which is also second on the team. Just quite a contributor across the board is the senior point guard for Coach Tristan Lamb. And she hits both. 3-2. 2 minutes and 17 seconds here into the opening quarter. From Mount Miguel High School, turnover in the backcourt, stripped by Buchanan Lamb. She's going to go up and lay it in through the good contest by Aaliyah Robinson. So Bonita Vista on a little 4-0 run here to take a 1-point lead, 4-3, their first lead here of the ball game. 5:30 to go in the opening quarter. Etiwanda pushing, Gardner with it in the right corner. Double comes, ball moves on the perimeter. Into the left corner now. Zakiria Price-L, who just checked in. We'll bring it back up to Majesty Cade. A 12 on the shot clock, ball into the right corner now. Gardner jacks up a three, cannon, offensive rebound to the Eagles. The second try from the left wing is no good by Jada Saunders. Check that, Majesty Cade. And finally, rebound falls to Madison Cannon, who's averaging 10 per game to lead Bonita Vista. And on the other end, a travel is called, driving baseline, but sliding the pivot foot was Malia Wilson, and Bonita Vista gives it back to Etiwanda. Under 5 to play here, opening quarter, 4-3 score. On a Saturday afternoon in Spring Valley. Full court press here, in effect for the Barons. Eagles pushing hard. Left baseline, Cade tries to take it coast to coast. Can't, ball's knocked away. And then an outlet pass is stolen in the front court. Agubade able to retain it here. Right corner three, unloaded way too hard on the shot by Kennedy Smith. And for two teams who are so offensively inclined, this has been a very tough offensive onset to witness here, folks. It's 4-3, and we're almost halfway through the first quarter. Both these teams sluggish starts offensively. On the inbound, layup by Smith, no good. She fights for the offensive rebound, kicks it back out, but a double dribble is called, and that's turnover number 4 now for the Eagles. 4:30 to go here in the opening quarter. A melancholic offensive start. Both teams, though, hustling hard on defense. 2-3 zone defense for the Eagles. Bonita Vista on offense. Left wing, Kosalin swings it into the left corner, rather. Selena Peterson with 2 fingers in her face. I should say 2 hands. A lot of fingers in her face. Was long on the 3. Rebound fell to Deja Mitchell. Left baseline penetration here. Layup is short by Destiny Agubata. Rebound falls on the outlet. Uncontested, Malia Wilson. She'll lay it up and in for two. 6-3. Bonita Vista up over Etiwanda here. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. So after a 3-0 start, it took some time for Bonita Vista to gather themselves and build some offensive continuity, and they're on a 6-0 run. Etiwanda crosses the timeline. Ball in the hand of Jaya Mix, who just checked in, and she gets fouled on the dribble drive. Julia Kosalan with her second foul here, just in the first quarter of the game, and it'll be 2 free throws for Jaya Mix. Mix, a 5'7" sophomore, perhaps being groomed to take over this team when Talia Garner graduates in a couple of years. They reversed the call to side out here for Etiwanda. So fresh shot clock, 3:30 to go, opening quarter. 6-3 score, Etiwanda trailing Bonita Vista. And on the inbounds, kickball is called. I believe it should stay with the Etiwanda Eagles. It was an inadvertent whistle, so it'll be side out on Etiwanda's end of the court. Eagles inbound here. Majesty Cade up top. Etiwanda playing a 3-2 spread. They have 3 guards on the wings and 2 bigs down low. A foul as a tie is called on the left wing between Deja Mitchell and Malia Wilson. And Malia Wilson for Bonita Vista gets charged with her first foul. 3rd team foul here for the Barons. So only 2 fouls to give through the rest of this opening quarter. 3:20 to play opening half. 3:20 to play in the opening quarter. Ball up top. Jaya Mix calling the shots into the middle. Back to her on the right baseline. Double comes. She loses it. She's stripped by Malia Wilson. Wilson leading the charge here for the Barons. Wilson, right lane penetration, can't hit. Gets the offensive rebound high off the glass. And that lay-in falls. Way to stay with it for Malia Wilson. 8-3, 5-point lead here for Bonita Vista. Neither team really able to showcase their offensive affluence to this point. 15-footer on the left baseline is long by Zachary Price. And then on the counter, here comes Cannon trying to lead the way, able to kick it back out. And then the outlet for Bonita Vista from Selena Peterson, looking for Cannon down on the high post, goes through her fingertips. So Bonita Vista turns it over. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. 8-3. It was 3-0 at 6:30 to go here. That was really when the first points came. Since then, it's been an 8-0 run for Bonita Vista. Full court outlet pass, and it goes off the fingertips of Kennedy Smith. Destiny Agubata was trying to beat the full court press, saw Smith running on the baseline, tried to feed it to her, but it went well over her head and out of play. 2:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Barons in possession. Selena Peterson averaging 13 points per game, calling the shot, swings it up top to Wilson. Wilson dribbles right baseline, hop step, gets rejected at the rim, and it'll stay with the Barons with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock in this possession. Etiwanda 6-0 on the season, coming off of a 74-7 win last night against Rancho Cucamonga in baseline league play. Wilson trying to use her left hand, driving, falls to the floor and can't hit, no call. Ball goes to the right side. Peterson unloads a right pocket 3. She can't hit. Ball's batted around. Finally comes away to Etiwanda, secured by Peterson. Now on the push, Kennedy Smith. Looking for an outlet. Ball is tipped away, retained here by Jessica Peterson. Her 5-footer in the middle of the paint is no good. Madison Cannon with the rebound for the Barons. 1:40 to go here in the opening quarter for 3. Kosalan left wing, too hard. And as the 3-point specialist for this team, she's been way off on her 2 attempts so far. $1:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Talia Gardner with it, high post. Ball moving along the perimeter now against the zone defense. Left wing, Majesty Cade for 3, too hard. Ripping down the rebound is Buchanan Lamb. She's on the move now. 2-on-1, Buchanan Lamb will keep it, lose it, try to get it back. And good defense by Destiny Agubata. Agubata loses it, and then a foul at midcourt on a collision between Deja Mitchell. Check that on Majesty Cade. She collided with Malia Wilson at midcourt. First foul there for Cade. Second team foul for Etiwanda. 3 team fouls for Bonita Vista here. $1:10 to play. Opening quarter, 8-3. The score remains. Melissa Alvarado comes in here for Bonita Vista. Her first minutes, the sophomore point guard, giving Malia Wilson a rest. Oh, check that. That was Selena Peterson. Wilson on the inbound, goes right baseline, fakes the pass to the corner and gets hacked on the way up. And she'll go to the line for 2. Jessica Peterson, the 6'3 senior, just a little too aggressive on the block attempt down low. So first foul for the senior center. Sends Malia Wilson to the line. Averaging 3.5 steals per game. That's amongst the best in the section. Hits the first. Also leads the team in points per game at 13.5. Just a freshman. And that's scary to think that the best player on this team is a freshman. It sounds like La Jolla Country Day and the team that they have going on over there. Most of the better teams in San Diego, folks, are led by freshmen, which shows you just how talented the group of girls playing in this section are. Steal down low. Jessica Peterson was supposed to be the recipient of an outlet pass. Instead, it was taken away by Selena Peterson for Bonita Vista. On the come around, backdoor pass to Madison Cannon, has her a layup. She can't hit, and Etiwanda comes away with the rebound. Destiny Agubata with it. Pushing the pace, crossing the timeline. 14-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Left corner pocket. Shot is good by Talia Garner. Was it a 3? No, it was a 2. She was a step inside the arc. So it's 9-5. The first points in over 7 minutes for Etiwanda. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Bonita Vista in possession. No shot clock. 15 seconds now to go in the first. Up by 4. Ball in the hands of Selena Peterson. Senior point guard swings it to Wilson. Straightaway 3 is too far off right. Talia Garner chases down the rebound with 4 seconds. Talia Garner with 2. Talia Garner half-court heave and is just too hard off the back iron and no good. At the end of the first, it's 9-5. Etiwanda trails Bonita Vista here in the front end of our doubleheader. You're listening to the Public versus Private School Showcase at Mount Miguel. San Diego Section Prep Insider CIF San Diego girls basketball game of the day, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back for in 30 seconds for the second quarter between Bonita Vista and Etiwanda. All right, back here for the second quarter of action. Mount Miguel High School, Public versus Private School Showcase in Spring Valley, San Diego, California. Bonita Vista up 9-5 against Etiwanda in San Diego versus Southern Section action. Bonita Vista with the ball and a beautiful right shoulder fadeaway. Falls by Selena Peterson to give Bonita Vista an 11-5 lead here in the opening 20 seconds of the second quarter. Eagles in possession, working quickly. Nice find from Kennedy Smith on the cut to Jaya Mix. Mix with her first points here today. 11-7. So after a lackluster first quarter, really offensively for both these teams, hot offense to begin the opening possession. Wilson loses it left wing. It goes off her knee, and that's a Bonita Vista turnover. Etiwanda gets possession back. Fans here, pretty solid showing. A lot of Etiwanda shirts. Of course, Etiwanda plays up in the baseline league with Los Osos, St. Lucy's, Rancho Cucamonga. That football conference is really good. But, of course, basketball, Etiwanda has been just a powerhouse in boys and girls basketball for so long. Such a phenomenal program. On the full court press, Kennedy Smith, the recipient of a pass on the right baseline. She gets hit going up with it by Julia Gosalin, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. That's her third. So here early going second quarter, and the sharpshooter for Bonita Vista already has 3 fouls. If you're head coach Tristan Lamb, you might need to preserve her for the second half. You never know when you're going to need a big 3 from your sharpshooters. At the line, Kennedy Smith, another one of these phenomenal freshmen that leads Etiwanda, hit the front end, 6'1" center. Also plays a bit of stretch 4. Goes 2 for 2. Good looking shots. Cuts the lead to 2. 11-9 here in the opening minute of the second quarter. Full court press now for Etiwanda. And a jump ball. Ball was tipped by Jaya Mix, but it's taken back by the Barons, and now they have numbers. On the free throw line jumper, Selena Peterson, excuse me. She tried to jump stop from 15 feet out and pull the trigger, but she was just off. Etiwanda now on the other way. Mix dump down to Gardner. Can't hit the floater from the right side. Offensive rebound by Peterson. Her pass out is tipped off the fingertips, though, of Alyssa Alvarado. Good defense by the sophomore point guard for Bonita Vista to disrupt the play. But Etiwanda has the basketball back. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 6:36 on the game clock here in the second quarter. And they trail by 2, 11-9. Troy High School, the Warriors out of Anaheim, the next game on our slate. They're rolling into the building now to watch some of their counterparts here duel it out. On the right wing, a 3 by Jaya Mix goes too hard, and Madison Cannon rips it down amongst a pair of Etiwanda players, gets it up for 3 off left iron. Alvarado couldn't hit. She's averaging 6 points per game. And on the counter, Agubata leading the charge. Agubata goes left wing. Ball swung up top to Smith. She tries the 3, and it's good. First 3 of the game comes courtesy of the 6'1" freshman Kennedy Smith, and Etiwanda leads 12-11. Their first lead since 3-0. Back with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball is up top, Selena Peterson. Senior point guard and leader on this team, calling the shots. With 10 seconds, starts her move. It's a floater from the left shoulder. She can't hit. She gathers her own offensive rebound. Ball into the left corner for 3. Alvarado, too hard. Tries to chase down the board, but Mix is there for the Eagles. Etiwanda coming the other way now. Mix leading the charge. Into the corner, Gardner. Quickly on the closeout, swings it back up top. Smith back to Gardner, right shoulder. She's forced back out. Great defense by Buchanan Lamb. Ball into the corner, trap comes. Swung to Mix. Ball now up top. On the high post, a little turnaround flip is short by Smith, and Bonita Vista with a great 30 seconds of effort defensively, and they're rewarded with a rebound. Trailing by 1, under 5 to go here in the second. On the drive, turning on the Jets is Buchanan Lamb. She can't hit the layup. Offensive rebound falls to Mix, another one. She has been everywhere here in the second quarter for the Eagles. Mix gets trapped. Peterson slaps the ball down, dives, able to get it. The dump off to Buchanan Lamb. The extra pass in the lane is good by Alyssa Alvarado. Great 1-2-3 punch by Bonita Vista to get the 2 right there. 4:30 to go here in the half, 13-12. Barons retake the 1-point lead. Up top, Agubata kicks it back out. Free throw line heave by Smith is off left. Rebound chased down by Cannon. Now on the move, Buchanan Lamb. Bonita Vista up by 1 with 4:10 to play here in the second quarter. In a back and forth affair, Alyssa Alvarado now goes to Cannon. Right baseline, dribble drive. Can't hit, good defense. Rebound falls to Etiwanda and Jessica Peterson. Peterson wisely slows things down, goes to Destiny Agubata. Agubata, just a freshman, but another one of these fantastic young leaders for head coach Stan Delis. And then the lay-in down low on the uncontested. Nobody was around Jessica Peterson. She had the left block all to herself and took advantage. 14-13. Etiwanda back in lead by 1. Zone defense in effect. Ball up top to Buchanan Lamb. Swing to the Peterson right wing. Peterson steps into a 25-footer. It's off the back iron. The long rebound falls to Agubata. Agubata has it taken away at the timeline by Peterson. Cannon gets it, lobs it on the near side to Aaliyah Robinson, and then Robinson throws it away looking for Alvarado on the perimeter. It has been a crazy back and forth here for both these squads. 14-13 is where we stand. Etiwanda up over Bonita Vista. Bonita Vista, of course, currently technically the number 2 team in the rankings in San Diego. More on that here in a moment. On the right shoulder, ball is handed off to Gardner. Her floater is off right. Rebound. Bonita Vista actually just lets it go out of play. So they have a full court to go here with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. So for Bonita Vista, I mean, they're 13-1, but their one loss was to La Jolla Country Day. Ironically, they came back and actually beat La Jolla Country Day the next week. So both these teams have only one loss to each other, the 1 and 2 teams in San Diego. Straightaway 3 is off left by Peterson. Check that. That's Buchanan Lamb. And then the chase down into the corner by Jessica Peterson. She got wrapped up with Malia Wilson, and Wilson gets charged with her second foul for Bonita Vista. 14-13, Etiwanda leads, 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. In possession of the basketball is Majesty Cade, the 5'9" sophomore, crossing the timeline, immediately picked up by Buchanan Lamb. She's looking for some ball movement, goes into the corner, the right corner by Kennedy Smith, who goes baseline, dribbles it back out, swings it up top, left wing. Peterson, a step inside, and actually that's Zachariah Price, and nobody stops Akira Price, that she lays it up and in. 3-point lead matches the largest lead of the game for Etiwanda. 16-13, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Alvarado fakes left, goes right, back left. Good defense by Gardner, but a whistle is blown. And a 3-second back down violation gives the ball back to Etiwanda here. 2:17 to go in the second. Etiwanda comes in today as the 5th-ranked team in California. Bonita Vista, the 3rd-ranked team. Mater Dei is number 1. La Jolla Country Day is number 2. Step back, 18-footer is buried by Jessica Peterson. Straight away, a step inside the 3-point arc, and Peterson with Madison Cannon in her face, able to drill it. 18-13, 1:55 to go here in the second. Up top, Buchanan Lamb, a little hop step to her right, but she can't hit. Peterson with the rebound, and in the backcourt, a traveling violation gives it back to Bonita Vista. 18-13, Etiwanda, the 5-point lead, their largest of the game. With under 2 minutes to play here in the opening half. On the front end of a matinee here from the public versus private school showcase at Mount Miguel High School in Spring Valley, San Diego. Just south of downtown, southeast. On the inbound, Bonita Vista with it. It's Selena Peterson. Picked up by Zakira Price up top, but it's really a 2-3 zone. Peterson, as the zone tester, 3-point shot is short on the 3. Rebound falls to Peterson. $1:30 to go here in the second. 5-point lead for Etiwanda. Destiny Agubata goes into the corner. Left baseline dribble drive, back out to Smith. Agubata now, straight away 3. Short, but got the friendly roll, and it finds the bottom of the net. 2 threes now for Etiwanda, none for Bonita Vista. And just like that, an 8-0 run has Etiwanda up 21-13. 7-0 run, we'll call it. Buchanan Lamb with it, swings it left wing. Now into the corner. And the ball is taken away. Jordan Whitehead, who just checked in, had her shot blocked by Kennedy Smith, who gained the rebound. Then Smith has it taken away by Selena Peterson. Peterson on a 2-on-1, stopped from the 8-foot left block, and she's off right, and a foul is called. On the rebound, Zakira Price wrapped up Madison Cannon, and it's going to go on Etiwanda. That's her first, 4th team foul here for Etiwanda. Both these teams have cleaned up the fouls. In the first quarter, it was more of a fouling mess than what we've seen here in the second. So 47.8 to go. There's about 17 seconds between shot clock and game clock in the difference. On the inbound, it's taken by Peterson in the right corner. Steps up, tries a 3 too hard. Rebound falls to Talia Gardner. Here come the Eagles now. They have 13 seconds between their shot clock and game clock. And then there should be an offensive foul. It is. A head of steam by Destiny Agubata. She steamrolls Julia Kosalan, and that's going to be a foul on Agubata. 21-13 score remains, 34.6 to go here. And Bonita Vista in possession of the basketball. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Galen Buchanan Lamb with it, goes right wing. Alyssa Alvarado spinning right baseline. Curling, gets blocked at the rim, gets it back, lays it up, and it's good. 21-15, 13 seconds to go here in the half. Ball is up top for Gardner, crossing the timeline with 9. Beats the press. Nice downtown, losing the handle, though, is Majesty Kane. She gets it back, but she walks with it. And it goes back to Bonita Vista with 6.2 to go here in the half. 21-15. With it, Peterson crossing the timeline with 2. Peterson, the 30-footer. Yes, she buries it as the half winds down. Selena Peterson showing off the range right there. She was 0 for 4 before burying that one, and she makes the deficit doable. It's 21-18. Bonita Vista trails Etiwanda here. I'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. You're listening to the Prep Insiders CIF San Diego section girls basketball game of the day, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back in 8 minutes for the second half. Just about ready to go here from Mount Miguel High School for the second half of action. Welcome back, everybody, to our Prep Insider CIF San Diego section. Girls basketball games of the day brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Jonathan Rifkind on the call with you for Etiwanda as they take on Bonita High School here at Mount Miguel. And right now in the public versus private school showcase, it's the public school up by 3 over the private school. Etiwanda out of the southern section, 6-0 on the season, is up 21-18 over Bonita Vista, 13-1, 4-0 in the Metro League, and a representative from the San Diego section. So here in the third quarter, not too much ground in what was a back-and-forth affair in the second quarter, but just a little bit to make up here for Bonita Vista. They did trail by as much as 7 in that first half. So immediately out of the gate, ball goes to Madison Cannon on the right shoulder, and she loses it. Destiny Agubata turns it over, or forces the turnover, and then turns it over, as she got trapped and was stripped by Kalian Buchanan Lamb. And then Majesty Cade came in and hit her wrist. So that's her second foul. 17 seconds in here to the third quarter, and already a foul. Ball finds Madison Buchanan. Swung back out to Malia Wilson. Her floater is short off the high post. Etiwanda on the counter. Fans wanted to travel as Jessica Peterson was maintaining her footing, but no call. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Ball on the perimeter for the Eagles. It finds Kennedy Smith, on the right block. She tries a little step back floater over Julia Crisal, and she can't hit. Rebound falls to Bonita Vista. On the push to Lena Peterson. She drilled a 3 to end the half. Step back, air balls, Cannon rebound, blocked but fouled by Jessica Peterson, who just ripped the ball right out of her hands. So it was 21-15, and then a buzzer beater from 30 feet was absolutely splashed by Selena Peterson to end the half and make this a 3-point deficit for Bonita Vista. And now, about a minute into the third at the free throw line, Madison Cannon hits the front end to make it a 2-point game with another one pending. Cannon averaging 9.5 rebounds per game, leads her team, 11 points per game and 2.3 steals. Couldn't hit the back end. And then a turnover, stepping up for 3, Kosala, and she leaves it short. On the rebound for the Eagles is Kennedy Smith. So Etiwanda now resetting up top. Giant, check that. That is Zakira Price, who did not start in the first half, but gets a start here in the second half. Dumps it down low. Nice baseline dribble drive by Destiny Agubata. Bodies up on the block and lays it up and in for 2. 23-19, first points here of the second half for Etiwanda. On the left wing, Selena Peterson in possession. It's still a 2-3 zone defense, but they're matching now. Buchanan Lamb swings it left wing. Malia Wilson dribbles left baseline. Floater from the left block is too hard, but the rebound falls to Peterson. She steps back. 18-footer from the right pocket is short. Rebound falls to Jessica Peterson. Here come the Eagles now. Peterson, left wing, nobody on her. Goes up top, extra pass, right wing. Deja Mitchell. Check that. That is Majesty Cade, Slid her pivot foot prior to the drive. No travel was called, but she got fouled on the second step to the hoop, going for the layup. So she'll go to the line for 2. Kaylin Buchanan Lamb picks up her first foul at the line now. You see Majesty Cade, another one of the underclassmen on this roster. Really a solid core of underclassmen. Jada Sanders, Destiny Agubata, Kennedy Smith, Aaliyah Robinson, who is, both her and Smith have been very active today. And then the sophomore Jaya Mix as well, and Majesty Cade. Cade can hit the second one, hit the first one, 24-19 on the comebacker. Cannon can hit, gets the offensive rebound. Second try, she gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. So sluggish start here in the first 2 or so minutes. 5:53 to go here in the third. 24-19, and Madison Cannon back at the line where she just was 2 possessions ago for the Barons. In and out on the first. During this break of the action, folks, we want to remind you to download the CIF Sports 365 mobile app for Apple and Android to connect with all of your favorite teams with access to schedules, rosters, scores, statistics, and more. Never miss a moment with the CIF Sports 365 app for Apple and Android. Cannon hits the back end, splits the pair. 24-20, Etiwanda leads in possession of the basketball in the backcourt. Majesty Cade gets met by a wall of Bonita Vista Barons, and she walks with it after bouncing off the body of Selena Peterson. Great defense to anchor herself and Selena Peterson to force the contact and then enforce the foul, or the travel rather, thereafter. On the inbound, Kayleen Buchanan-Lamb up top for Bonita Vista, trailing by 4, 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Madison Cannon in the middle, free throw line, turns, loses it, taken away by Kennedy Smith. Now Smith on the break for the Eagles. And a 2-on-1, and she carries it as well. She tried to get around Julia Kosalin, brought the ball up, and then on the hesitation, brought it back down. Another turnover for Etiwanda, and head coach Stan Delis is not happy. He's going to have a conversation with his team during this break in the action. It gives us an opportunity. Thank Mission Fed Credit Union, who is a proud partner of the CIF San Diego section and San Diego's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution, exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the community through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Thank you to Mission Fed for sponsoring each and every broadcast here on the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section streams. 24-20 as we head out of the timeout. The Barons have trailed since they were up 13-12 in this game back about midway through that second quarter. Troy High School in the building, Cathedral Catholic as well, as they make up the back end of our matinee here. In the corner off the inbound, Julia Kosalin finally drills her first three of the game. Her first points come with 5:20 to go in the third. She's averaging 10 a game and 2 threes. Etiwanda with it up top. Left wing, Zakiria Pricel dumps it down low, high post, extra pass to Kennedy Smith. She gets fouled. Can't hit the land. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kennedy Smith, very active. She's listed as a 6'1" power forward, but she is really used in all roles. She can facilitate. She can move around the perimeter. She can shoot. She can drive. She can body up on rebounds. She is a really talented and multifaceted freshman for this team. But Smith does miss the front end here. 24-23 the score remains. 5:13 to go here in the third. Smith lining up number 2. That one can't find the bottom. Off the front rim. Goes back iron and then out. On the run. Buchanan-Lamb with it. Right wing. Swings it to Malia Wilson. Fakes right, goes left, gets wrapped up. Able to get it back out to Kosalin. She unloads a 30-footer and hits short. Ball falls to Cannon. No, it's stripped away by Destiny Agubada. And Agubada slowly brings it up for her team. 4:50 to go here in the third. 24-23. Etiwanda up over Bonita Vista in a top 5 state of California girls basketball matchup here on a Saturday afternoon in Spring Valley, San Diego. On the drive, Peterson started left. Nice move. She started on the left. Oh, offensive foul. She started on the left shoulder, made her way out to the right block, and then ran over Selena Peterson. In that moment, she made the layup, and when the whistle was blown, it was a delayed response, so it looked like an and one, but instead, it's an offensive foul. Third foul now for the senior center, Jessica Peterson, and she's going to take a seat. And Jaya Mix will come back in here for Etiwanda. So offensive foul gives the ball back to Bonita Vista. 4:34 to go here in the third, trailing 24-23. And on the bring up here is Selena Peterson. Senior point guard has had a great evening so far in what has been the lowest scoring game of up to this point for either of these teams this season. In the middle, left shoulder, Cannon has it, hands it off. Nice drive by Malia Wilson. She evades 2 trees on the left block and goes baseline laying in for 2. Bonita Vista back in the lead, 25-24 for the first time since midway through the second quarter. On the outlet, right block floater is good by Kennedy Smith. Good find by Smith on the Talia Gardner pass. 26-25, Etiwanda going back and forth now. Left wing, Peterson, she wants to spot up. You know she does. Great lockdown defense by Agubada. Forces the dump down. Cannon can't hit. But she gets fouled and she'll go to the line for 2. Great cut. Selena Peterson was up in the air on the left shoulder where the free throw line and that paint meets. And then she dumped it down low to a cutting Madison Cannon. It was a really nice play. But Cannon couldn't hit, and she hits the front end. Alyssa Alvarado back in for Bonita Vista. 26-26, 3:45 to go here. And Julia Kosalin, by the way, was the player that Alvarado came in for. And Cannon hits both. Her first 2-for-2 trip here today. 27-26, Barons lead the Eagles. Eagles, good full court defense by the Barons, but it's retained here by Etiwanda. Uncontested, Talia Gardner all the way to the rim. Good find by Destiny Agubada. And then on the other end, Malia Wilson tries to go up against the contact of Kennedy Smith. She gets fouled, but she can't hit. She'll go to the line for two. So both these teams came out the gates in the first and in the third incredibly slow. And then with about 4 minutes in the second and now in the third, they decide to turn up the heat. And the pace of play really increases, and we see just all sorts of calls, plays, shots, passes. I mean, it has been quite an interesting last, really, 3 quarters here. Front end for Malia Wilson is perfect. Freshman lines up free throw number 2. It's short rebound, bodied up by Agubada. She goes right baseline, gets it back into the corner for 3. Gardner, too hard. She's now 1 for 4. Rebound tracked down into the corner by Majesty Cade. On the help comes Gardner, back up top. Nice dump down on the right block by Mix. Mix fakes right, goes left, now back out. Cannon on the defense, 18 on the shot clock. Ball is dumped down low, it's knocked away and taken by Bonita Vista. On the full court press, though, it's ripped away by Majesty Cade. She runs over a Bonita Vista player. I believe that's Malia Wilson, and they're calling it on Malia Wilson. Wilson was taken out by Majesty Cade, and they're going to say Wilson's the one who fouled her. So that's going to send Majesty Cade to the line. Oh, excuse me, it's Destiny Agubada. No, it is Majesty Cade. And now they're going to call it under the hoop. Okay, so it's under the hoop here. Majesty Cade, the inbounder for Etiwanda after the foul. Ball is fought for. A scrum ensues on the floor. Etiwanda retains with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's up top. Kennedy Smith into the corner. Mix goes high post. Fake right, turnaround jumper, off back iron by Destiny Agubada. Jump ball on the ensuing rebound as it's tied up between Gardner and Selena Peterson. And it'll stay with Etiwanda. Julia Kosalon comes back in. Malia Wilson takes a seat here for Bonita Vista. 28-28 is our score with 2:42 to go here in the third. Incredibly low scoring for 2 high-powered offenses, but they're also incredible at defense, and that's what we're seeing here today. On the inbound, ball goes into the right corner, swung up top. That's Jaya Mix. Goes left wing, now high post. Smith, back up top. Mix, fakes right, stops right shoulder, turns, shoots, air balls. Chases down her own rebound, can hit. Ball's fought for, Cannon rips it away, and then a foul is called down low on Etiwanda. There were 3 black jerseys on that right block, and we'll see who they award the foul to.
We have a foul on Etiwanda's number 14,
Majesty Cade.
That is her 4th.
That's her 4th. So 1 away for disqualification for the sophomore guard who's been playing very well on the wing today so far for the Eagles. 28-28, 2:26 to go here in the third, and that was the 7th team foul for Etiwanda, which will put Madison Cannon at the free throw line on the 1-and-1. Only 3 fouls for Bonita Vista here. So relatively clean quarter for the Barons. Madison Cannon, who went 2 for 2 from her last trip, looking to capitalize here. Quiet Jim, and she hits. 29-28, Bonita Vista back up top. It has been back and forth since the onset of the third quarter. It was 21-18 Etiwanda, and then both teams on mini runs. Neither able to create much separation. Cannon misses right on the second free throw, but the ball is stolen on the outlet and then taken back by the Eagles. Into the corner is Mix. Fakes right, kicks it out left. Smith finds the left corner to Gardner, back to Smith. High arcing 3, drops through. Kennedy Smith with her first 3 tonight, and it gives Etiwanda a 2-point lead, 31-29, 2 to go here in the third. Ball bounces around on the perimeter. Julia Kosalon jacks one up on the 8-foot line, She thought she would get fouled. Instead, she's wide right, but the ball is tipped out of play by an Etiwanda player. It'll stay with Bonita Vista. Barons in possession, $1:57 to go here in the third, trailing by 2. Nice find down low, but a wide open lane attempt by Peterson, and she misses. And then a foul on the floor by the Barons after Etiwanda was able to secure the board.
Fouls on number 1.
Julia Kosalon with her 4th. So the sharpshooter, who has been in foul trouble all game, is 1 away from disqualification. Oh, they changed it. So it's on Madison Cannon. So the center with her 2nd foul. Still only 3 fouls for Kosalon. Full court press here. Etiwanda gets it in. Kennedy Smith heaves it to Mix. Extra pass goes right wing to Jessica Peterson, and Peterson will slow it up. Now she hands it off to Agubada. Offensive foul. Jessica Peterson tried to set a screen. She got caught up with Alyssa Alvarado, and that's too much movement from the pick setter. That's 4 fouls now for the senior star for Etiwanda. So Bonita Vista to inbound here, side out. It's Selena Peterson calling the shots here, trailing by 2, $1:40 to play. Up top, Peterson hands it off to Alvarado. Dump it to the middle. Cannon is taken away by Smith. Eagles now with it on the fast break. Talia Gardner into the middle. High post shot is no good by Agubada, but she got fouled and she'll go to the line for 2. Nice transition offense there from Etiwanda. Lands them at the free throw line, courtesy of Destiny Agubada. 6-foot freshman. Again, part of that underclassmen core that is just so good for Etiwanda. She can't hit the first. Foul goes against Selena Peterson, the senior point guard for Bonita Vista, has done a good job staying out of foul trouble. That's just her first. Malia Wilson comes back in. Kaylin Buchanan-Lamb takes a seat here for the Barons. 31-29. Etiwanda in front. Agubada hits the second one to make it a 3-point lead here with $1:30 to play in the third. Barons in possession of the basketball. Peterson with it, left wing. Fakes right, goes left, pulls up from left wing 3, and it's too far off the right iron. Long rebound falls to Agubada, turns on the Jets, finds Smith. Smith loses it off her foot on the steal. Peterson into the corner, extra pass, left wing 3. Kosalon too short. And then a scrum ensues on the floor between Destiny Agubada and Selena Peterson, and Bonita Vista able to get the timeout off and retain possession here with a minute to go in the third. 32-29, a minute to go in the third. Etiwanda up by 3 over Bonita Vista. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. Keep it here. You're listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section. Girls basketball games of the day brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. All right, out of the timeout, welcome back to Mount Miguel in Spring Valley. South Central San Diego. Jonathan Rifkin with you on the call in the public versus private school showcase. Etiwanda out of the southern section up over Bonita Vista, 32-29, but can't. Kosalon out of the timeout for Bonita Vista. Tried a 3, couldn't hit. Offensive rebound, falls back to the Barons, and they'll reset up top. Malia Wilson, the star freshman, with it. Fakes left, goes right, spins, and she's rejected at the rim by Talia Gardner. Etiwanda on the move now, in transition. Agubada has it stolen by Kosalon. Bonita Vista now in a 2-on-1. It's Cannon against Smith, and she forces Smith to foul. And Madison Cannon will go to the line for 2.
He said he has what I have.
Foul is on number 11, Kennedy Smith, and it's her second. 19 fouls.
So they're checking the score on the scoreboard. It's 32-29 up on the board, and now they're going to try and get it all sorted out here. So
He said he has what I have on the board. Yeah, not what you mean. We have the same for
All right, so it's 32-29, 34 seconds to go here in the third. And Madison Cannon hits the first. There'll be a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock on the next possession, whether it's an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound as Cannon hits. So it's going to be a 4-second difference for Etiwanda. Up by 1, 32-31 as we end the third quarter here. Talia Gardner, left wing, picked up on a double. She loses it, gets it back into the hands, into the middle of Kennedy Smith. She goes up, hits, and the foul. Kennedy Smith doing off the aggression on the right post. She got bodied up by Cannon, fought through the contact, hit the lay-in, and she'll go to the line for the and one. 34-31, that's a big shot there for Etiwanda, but even bigger is this free throw. Smith lines it up, and she gets the friendly roll after leaving it short. 35-31, 20 seconds to go here in the third. No shot clock for the Barons. Selena Peterson bringing it up slowly, crossing the timeline. Zone defense in effect for the Eagles. Madison Cannon in the middle. That's what Bonita Vista's been trying to do. Peterson has hit a three to beat the buzzer here so far. Tries another one, left wing, short. Ball's tipped for Etiwanda, and that's how the third quarter will end. 35-31.
Bonita Vista 31.
Barons trail the Eagles of Etiwanda. As we head to the fourth and final quarter, we'll step aside for a break. You're listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego Section Girls Basketball Games of the Day, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, back from Mount Miguel High School in 40 seconds. (35-31). Bonita Vista trails Etiwanda back here at Mount Miguel, everybody. Welcome back. The public versus private school showcase. It's been quite a day, as this is the first of the matinee here on a Saturday afternoon of hoops in Spring Valley. Currently Etiwanda up 35-31 in the back end of our matinee. You'll listen if you are so inclined to join me for this call. Cathedral Catholic taking on Troy. Another Southern Section versus San Diego Section battle. That'll begin on a separate feed in about 20 minutes or so after this game concludes. But we got a great one here on hand to wrap up. 8 minutes up on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 35-31, Bonita Vista trailing Etiwanda. It was back and forth the entire way in the third. And now both these powerhouses, number 2 versus number 5 in the state of California, battling it out here to represent their section as perhaps one of the top 2 teams in either San Diego or Southern Section for both these teams. Etiwanda with it to begin the fourth quarter. Zone defense for Bonita Vista keeps the ball on the perimeter. Kennedy Smith, high block, goes back out for 3. Is Agabada, and she's able to hit her second 3 here tonight, 38-31. 7-point lead, matches the largest of the game for Etiwanda. Selena Peterson, meanwhile, on the other end, tries to hit a contested layup. She can't. Buchanan Lamb with the offensive rebound for Bonita Vista. Buchanan Lamb straight away. 20 seconds on the shot clock, goes left wing. Malia Wilson goes left baseline, stops on the block, and she walks with it. She has such a quick step, but perhaps a little too far ahead of herself, and Malia Wilson goes through the spin cycle and gives it back here to Etiwanda. Alexandra Castro checks in for her first minutes here for Etiwanda, giving a break to Jaya Mix, who's been very good. Castro, a 5'7" senior shooting guard for this team. Also coming in for Bonita Vista is Alyssa Alvarado, giving Malia Wilson a break. 38-31, opening minute here of the fourth quarter. Eagles matching their largest lead here of the day. They go into the right corner for 3. Talia Gardner, and she pockets it. The junior guard gives her Eagles a 10-point lead here. A very big 10-point lead. Kosalon tries to answer on the left wing. It's too hard. Kennedy Smith rips down the rebound. Ball is tipped out of play, but it stays with Etiwanda. Oh, check that. They're actually calling a foul on Bonita Vista, so it'll be a 1-and-1 here. It'll go on Selena Peterson.
Selena Peterson, that's number 2 on her.
Second foul for the senior star. Fourth team foul for Bonita Vista. And that'll bring Kennedy Smith up to the line. 41-31, Etiwanda up by 10. And the front end of the 1-on-1 is good. Etiwanda and Bonita Vista have been perennials for probably my lifetime in girls basketball. Etiwanda hasn't lost a baseline league game in 99 straight games. The last loss was in 2011 on the 7th of January against Rancho Cucamonga. That was 100 baseline league games ago. For 3, Kosalan, she drills it from the right wing. Julia Kosalan with a big shot makes it an 8-point lead here for Etiwanda. 6:30 to go here in the 4th. Right baseline move, Agubata goes into the middle, swings it to Cade. Cade takes a dribble inside, gets wrapped up, and they call a foul on the right block. Buchanan Lamb was able to wrap her arm around the ball. She wanted to jump. The officials call it a foul, and that will send Majesty Cade to the free throw line. Buchanan Lamb has a look of exasperation on her face. She can't believe they called that a foul and not a jump. And then the front end for Majesty Cade is no good. 18 fouls here for Bonita Vista, 9 for Etiwanda. Cade on the second attempt. She's good. 43-34, 6:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Barons trailing with the basketball. Selena Peterson goes left wing. Alyssa Alvarado up top to Kosalan, right wing, Buchanan Lamb rather. Now Kosalan trying to free up some space, goes right shoulder, and she just launches it out of play, but they're saying it's off of Talia Gardner. So perhaps a block by Talia Gardner keeps the ball with Bonita Vista here. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 6 to go here in the 4th. 43-34 on the inbound for 3 in the corner. It's Peterson. She can't hit. Rebound falls to Gardner. Here come the Eagles. Gardner, full court heave to Castro. And she walks with it on the block before laying it up. She got Madison Cannon in the air on the fake, but took a step forward without dribbling, and that's travel. 43-34, score remains. Under 6 to go here in the 4th. Buchanan Lamb goes left wing. Kosalan fakes the 3. A little floater from the left shoulder is no good, but it's tipped off the fingertips of Castro, and it stays with Bonita Vista. Etiwanda 4-0 on road games this season. Technically counts as a neutral game, but road game nonetheless. Cannon goes hard to the post, gets stripped, gets fouled, so go to the line for 2. A hard back down met by some very tough defense by Talia Gardner. But they said that Gardner got her on the arm before stripping the ball away, and that'll send Madison Cannon to the free throw line. These are big free throws, stops the clock, gives your team an opportunity to chip away here, down by 9. Plenty of time left, and Cannon is true on the first. 43-35. Bonita Vista, the only time that they've led at the end of a quarter was back in the first. It was 9-5. It was 21-18 at the end of half in favor of Etiwanda, and then 32-31 rather, to begin the 4th. Second free throw no good for Cannon. Ball reset up top for Etiwanda. They're up 43-35, 5:30 to play. Nice find by cutting Gardner on the left baseline, and she lays it up and in uncontested. Destiny Agubata with the assist. Back up to a 10-point lead for the Eagles. Barons with it. Peterson, left wing. Picked up by Agubata. Tries a 3 with a hand in her face. It goes in and out. Rebound comes to Smith. Agubata, full court heave to Castro. On the right block, she's met, and she's wrapped up. A jump ball. It'll go. It should go to Bonita Vista.
It'll stay with Etiwanda. Into the game for Etiwanda, number 15, Jaya Mix. Into the game for Bonita.
It should be. The possession arrow was facing Bonita Vista, but they're giving it to Etiwanda. So on the jump ball, Etiwanda has the ball under their own hoop. The inbounder is Majesty Cade. Goes into the corner to Gardner. She brings it back out right wing. Picked up by Kosalan. Garner gets wrapped up. Her pass is picked off by Peterson. Peterson, uncontested, lays it in for two. Fast break points by the senior Selena Peterson, making an 8-point lead for Etiwanda. 45-37, 4:40 to go here in the fourth. Full court pressure here. Ball finds Celia Gardner, right block. She can't hit on the 8-footer. Madison Cannon fights off really tough. Full court defense by Kennedy Smith. Goes up to Wilson. Michaela Wilson has her shot blocked on the post, and Etiwanda pushing the pace now. It's a 2-on-2. Mix down low, left wing, or rather left post. Smith can't hit the front end. Gets the offensive rebound, can't hit the second try. Bonita Vista with it, trailing by 8 with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. It is a crazy pace right now for three. Kosalon can hit. Scrum on the court, jump ball, and this time it should go to Bonita Vista because they just gave it to Etiwanda. So under the hoop here for Bonita Vista, trailing by 8 with 4 minutes to go. It's been the lowest scoring affair for both these teams this season. Etiwanda at 6-0 hasn't scored fewer than 60 points, and that's when they beat Harvard Westlake, who's a top 5 program in the state. Bonita Vista is averaging over 70 points or 65 points per game. Peterson with it left wing. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Down by 8. Brings it up top. Stops. Left shoulder heave is short. And ball's tracked down here by Agubada and Etiwanda. Mix with it. Picked up in the full court by Kosalon. Crosses the timeline. Goes high right shoulder. Now the back down here by Smith. She airballs the floater. Gets it back. Kicks it out. Whistle's blown. Layup is no good by Cade. But she'll go to the line for two.
Number 14, Majesty Cade, was fouled. She was fouled by number 30, Kaylin Buchanan-Lamb.
Kaylin Buchanan-Lamb picks up her third foul. And that sends Majesty Cade to the free throw line. 45-37, Etiwanda up 3:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. It has been quite an affair here in a top 5 basketball matchup in the state of California between two powerhouses, respectively, out of Southern section and the San Diego section. By the way, Cade missed the first, able to get the second, though. 9-point lead here. Bonita Vista running out of time. Plenty of time, but you got to start playing with a quicker pace. You got to hit your shots. On the left wing, it's Selena Peterson. Goes to Wilson on the left shoulder. She loses it. It's stripped away. Here come Etiwanda now. Agubada loses it. It's taken back by Wilson. On the second pass, Cannon, the stutter step, can't hit the lay-in, and it's taken away by Agubada on the rebound for Etiwanda. She swings it up to Jessica Peterson, who's playing with 4 fouls. Back to Agubada, right wing. Agubada faces a double team, and timeout should be called by Etiwanda. It is. So 2:49 to go here in the fourth, 46-37. Etiwanda up over Bonita Vista by 9. We're going to step aside for a minute break. You're listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section girls basketball games of the day, the private versus public school showcase for Mount Miguel. We'll return in a moment. 9-point lead for Etiwanda. $2:49 to go here in the fourth quarter, 46-37. Bonita Vista trails Etiwanda here through the final stretch of this game. Welcome back to Mount Miguel in the front end of our matinee. About 20 minutes after this one wraps up, we will be live once again on a separate stream for Troy out of Fullerton, a powerhouse out of the Freeway League, taking on Cathedral Catholic and the Dons here out of the City League in San Diego. That'll be about 20 minutes after this game wraps up. All right, Etiwanda in possession of the basketball, up by 9. Out of the timeout, it's Jaya Mix up top. Going into the middle, Peterson. On the right post, nice dump down in the lane by Kennedy Smith. Great positioning to get the lay-in. 11-point lead here for Etiwanda, matches the largest of the game. Malia Wilson with it for Bonita Vista. Swings it to Buchanan Lamb, hands it off to Kasalan. Ball stays up top, it's taken away by Smith. Smith, uncontested lefty lay-in is good. Active hands by Kennedy Smith. She's leading all scorers in the high teens now. Up by 13 is Etiwanda. Bonita Vista with it. Up top, Peterson stops inside on the dime and floats it in from 5 feet out in the paint. 2 minutes to play here, 50-39. Full court press for Bonita Vista. Destiny Agubata finds Zachary Price. Right block now, Smith. Fakes right, goes left, flips it up and in for 2. Nice play by Kennedy Smith to answer on the other end. Lead back up to 13. On the drive, Peterson. Little stutter step, lefty floater, no good. Jessica Peterson tracks it down for Etiwanda. She's pushing the pace now. 3-on-3 break. Etiwanda hands it off to Smith into the corner for 3. Mix. Yes, no. I thought it was going in. I was premature on my call. It just rattled back out and then goes out of play. It'll be in possession, the basketball that is, of Bonita Vista. 52-39, 128 to go here in the ballgame. Etiwanda bringing back into Leah Gardner for Jaya Mix through the final 130. Kaylin Buchanan Lamb with it. Goes to Peterson and hands it off to Wilson. Left wing, Wilson, step back 3, off way to the right, just hits the glass and then tipped off of Buchanan Lamb out of play. Back to Etiwanda here with $1:15 to play in the 4th.
Into the game for Etiwanda, number 15, Jaya Mix.
Both these teams in their lowest scoring affairs of the season. Etiwanda looking to go to 7-0 in their biggest win of the 2021 campaign. They have beaten Harvard Westlake and Rosary Academy, though, 2 incredible programs in the southern section. Harvard Westlake is a nationally ranked program almost every year. Foul called down low. Destiny Agubata was driving. Kaylin Buchanan Lamb fouled her, and Agubata will go to the line for 2. Both teams in the double bonus, so free throws the rest of the way. $1:08 to go. First free throw is good from the line for Destiny Agubata. Agubata lines up number 2. And she's true. 54-39, a minute to go here in the 4th. On the run is Wilson, right baseline, goes behind the back around Smith. Now putting the moves on, trying to shake Smith, goes right baseline, uses the off arm to draw a foul. She can't hit the lay, and she'll go to the line for 2. And Malia Wilson, a 5'9" freshman with some fire, hops up quickly and strides to the free throw line. 59 seconds to go here in the 4th, 54-39. Etiwanda up, but at the free throw line for the Barons, Malia Wilson. The freshman leads her team in scoring and steals per game. Hits the first free throw, 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3.5 steals. Great line here on the season for Malia Wilson, who undoubtedly will be named one of the top freshmen in the section and will undoubtedly lead Bonita Vista to many victories in her ensuing 3 years. 2 for 2 from the line for Wilson, 41, 59 seconds to go. Kosalin gets a hand on the inbound for Etiwanda, but it goes out of play and it'll stay with the Eagles. Full court to go. Troy and Cathedral Catholic waiting on to take the hardwood as soon as this one wraps up. Ball into the corner on the inbound. Gardner finds Smith to Mix, and she crosses the timeline and immediately fouled by Kosalon, and that'll be 2 free throws now for Jaya Mix. 4th foul for Kosalon. Both teams in the double bonus, so free throws the rest of the way here with 52 seconds to go. And Jaya Mix should go to the free throw line. She didn't realize she was shooting. She thought it was a side out here. But she's ready to go. Mix in the mix of the underclassmen here, was one of the phenomenal sophomore for Etiwanda. Had a great game, really active in that first half. provided a big spark off the bench. High arcing free throw is good. And she makes it a 14-point lead pending the second free throw. Really high on the second one. I mean, think Dirk Nowitzki high. It can't hit. Peterson with it up top. Now right wing. Back out. Kosal on 35-footer. Tipped off the end of the backboard. Agubata with it. Gets fouled in the backcourt, and she'll go to the line with 39 seconds to go here in the game. Up by 14, 55-41. Bonita Vista now delaying the inevitable. They played really well, though, up until this fourth quarter.
I have 5 and she has 5, but they only have 3 or 4.
Etiwanda has a day with Upland in league play on the 4th. 6:30 home start for them, and they start a 3-game road trip in league. Los Osos, St. Lucy's, and Fairmont Prep. 2 for 2 from the line that time for Agubata, 57-41. Wilson loses it off her foot. It comes away to Zakaria Pricel. And then in the backcourt, Jaya Mix is once again pushed by Malia Wilson. She'll go to the line for 2 more. Etiwanda will drop to 13-2 on the season. They have more league play. They're actually 4-0 in league play. This is just a stop in non-league for them. They beat Otay Ranch and Chula Vista. And then they're at Etiwanda, or at Eastlake on the 5th. Then they're home against Montgomery and Bishops. Actually, the Bishops game is going to be interesting. That's the Martin Luther King Classic at Christian. That'll be a phenomenal game. Mix hits the front end, 58-41, 29 seconds to go here in the game. But the schedule remains tough for Bonita Vista. They still have Centennial on the 19th of May on the road. Of course, Centennial, top 10 program in California as well. Up top, Kosalan takes the full court heave, tries a 32-footer, can't hit, gets the offensive rebound, floats it up off left iron. Agubata with the rebound, gets fouled with 18.4 seconds to go here in the ball game. Etiwanda up 59-41.
Foul on number 1, Julia Kosalan. That's number 5 on her.
Troy, the Warriors from Anaheim, out behind me. They've had a few good matchups with Etiwanda in their history. Of course, Cathedral Catholic in the stands waiting on as well. Agubata hits the first. 60-41, 18 seconds to go here in the game. And we're going to see an appearance by Milena Castillo, the freshman for Bonita Vista, her first minute here. 2 for 2 from the line goes Agubata, 61-41. Peterson on the move, goes left wing for 3 in the corner. It's too hard by Alvarado. Rebound falls to Etiwanda with 5 seconds to go. Agubata gets fouled. 61-41 and more free throws here for Etiwanda. Feel bad for our scorekeepers. I don't know if you have that many tallies in your free throw shooting box. 3.6 to go here in the game. Destiny Agubata with her team up 20, back at the free throw line. Hits the front end. Teeing up. Opportunity number 2. Swishes it through. 63-41, 3 seconds to go. Peterson will give it a heave. Why not from full court? And it misses, and that's the game. So the final here from Mount Miguel in the public versus private school showcase. The public school with the win. Etiwanda moves to 7-0 on the season. Bonita Vista loses. They are now 14-2. Thank you, everybody, so much for taking the time to join us. This has been a presentation of the Prep Insider CIF San Diego Section girls basketball game of the day. If you want the Troy versus Cathedral Catholic game, that'll be on another stream in about 10 minutes. I'll be on the call for that one. Once again, Etiwanda downs Bonita Vista in a phenomenal game, 63-41. Have a great rest of your Saturday. If you join me on the other stream, this is Jonathan Rifkin signing off. We'll talk real soon.